Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Long Dark. At the end of the last episode, you remember we found our way to the farmhouse. So we were up on that tower up there on top of the mountain, and we found ourselves a rifle. From that we spotted out this farmhouse. So yeah, we made our way here. Inside we found a decent stash of stuff, so we kind of set up a little base. We've got loads of food, we've got water, there's lots of things out in there that we can kind of break down to make wood for fires and stuff like that. And now it's kind of the case of carrying on exploring this area really. So we did the main house, so the next thing I want to do is have a quick look in here, see what this is all about. Okay, so found ourselves a little bunker. So some scrap metal, newsprints. I'm not going to pick those bits up because realistically I kind of want them to be here, and we can kind of come and find them later. We'll take that bit of wood because we will probably need some wood at this later stage today when we go out to keep warm, but we'll just explore everywhere else. Matches, mittens, don't really need those. Okay. We can look inside the dryer. The washer.
That'll come in handy.
Worn jeans. I'm going to leave those. Don't really need them right now. Might just need to light, not the flare. The torch. There you go. Just to help out. So. Shooting guides, I'll pick that up because that's useful for passing time later. Leather, might as well leave that there for now, as we're not going to need those crafted materials at the moment, or those bits and pieces. Take that because fuel is always good. By fuel I mean for us. Right, okay, nothing else there. We'll take that can of pop. Okay, can we get through there? Is there a way through? Oh, we've already been around that way. Okay, so not masses down here. Oh, there's a little toolbox on top of there that I couldn't see. And those...
Could end up being useful.
Could. And we didn't check these out either. So we'll just check these lockers. And we'll leave that. Because we're fairly well coated with clothing at the minute. But good to know there's extra pairs down here. Take the accelerant because you never know when we might need that. Yeah, and that's about it, really.
What have we here?
Always good to have a few bits like that on us, just in case. Right, okay, so that area's been explored now. Time to move on. I think there might have been another building around this bit, so let's go check it out. Every time I see that loading screen, it reminds me of Fluffy the damn wolf, and how much of a shock he gave us when we found him. That was quite an interesting little experience. Okay, let's see what's inside this. Can we get inside it? Maybe not. Doesn't look like we can get up there either. So there's kind of a silo, but I guess probably wouldn't really be anything in there of much use. We just scan around the outside though, just in case. Nope, so that's fairly useless for us at this stage. Let's go check out this barn. I'll just put out the lights because we don't need it back now that we're back outside again. So yeah, not really a lot out here. Okay, so I think there was a car over that way as well, so we better go check that before we head off. Anywhere? Okay, so we're inside the car. In the glove box. A can of pop. Not a lot going on in there then. Sneaky, nothing there. Okay, well, you know, worth checking. So, I think over that way there's a bridge which should take us over to another little area. And I think when we were up the top of the hill we could see that there was sort of like, I don't know, maybe another farm area. So we're going to go see if we can explore that bit now. Does not look like a nice day in the long dark.
Can't feel my feet.
Yeah, I can imagine. There's quite deep snow. It's coming down thick and fast. Okay. Might as well do a little bit of cross country. But yeah, hopefully we can find somewhere over that way where we can kind of set up again for potentially for the night if it takes us that long to get there, but if not, just so that we can kind of warm up a little bit, catch a bit of sleep. Before I came out of the door to start this episode off, I picked up a little stash of food, so we've got some food on us, we've got some water, we've got a couple of cans of pop now, so we should be kind of stocked to be able to kind of last a little while. Another vehicle to check out. I suppose we probably didn't check the boot of that other vehicle, and there might be something in the boot. You can check the trunk. Nothing. Typical. Take a look in the back seat. Nothing. Front. Candy bar. Matches. Anything in the glove box. Driving gloves, I'm gonna leave them. Got some lots of gloves and stuff back at the ranch. Nothing else. Okay, let's move on before we get too cold. HeartBreak bridge. Let's hope it doesn't break our hearts. There must have been a lot of breakups going on that bridge. Those poor teenagers. Okay, let's keep going. There's power lines, so that kind of suggests that it would be going somewhere. And there's like hay bales over in that direction. So yeah, that was kind of where we thought we saw the second farm. I mean, it may just be that it's an extension of that first farm building that we saw. But you know, we've got to come and check it out. I think just about in the distance over that way, you can just see a building. So that's where we're heading to. Another car to check out on our way. Looks like the snow has settled down just a little bit. I mean, it's pretty thick, but it's not kind of driving in as hard as it was earlier, so that's nice. Kind of a little bit of light relief. Oh, we didn't check under the hood of the other one, did we? But yeah, okay. Not a lot there. Newspaper, drink.
Is it food or?
Yep, I think it's food. Nope. Check the back. Nope. And finally the trunk.
Hope I can still eat this.
Ah, I reckon so. I think it's safe. Okay, so we're going to head off-road a little bit now towards that sort of barn. Looks like there's another bridge over there that way as well. Let's check on. Let's have some chocolate and nuts. Okay, so we're kind of doing more reasonable on our food. So we might have another one of those just to get us up a little bit, and then a can of pop to really top off our thirst. Whilst we got it, we might as well use it and be feeling happy and healthy rather than weighted down by extra food and drink. I think due to our hypothermia levels, we are starting to feel the weight a little bit again now. Okay, so Pleasant Valley Outbuildings. Nice quaint little barn. Looks like there's a tractor of some sort over there. Burnt down building over that way. Ooh, archery. Interesting. That might mean there's an arrow. Let's go check that out. Yep, so there's a couple of arrows in here. So you can take those. Yep, another one. So we should be able to kind of make some more arrows with that, which, you know, I mean, bow and arrow is not going to be the best weapon, but it's better than none, and we've got a limited number of rifle rounds, so, you know, we've got to be cautious with how we use those. Doesn't really appear to be much going on with this. Pick those up, because we're not going to remember they're there. And then we'll come back and check out this barn. Or, no, let's do the tractor first. Let's do the tractor.
I might have to drop some gear.
Pop, candy bar. That's a lot. Well, we'll get inside first and then see what we need to drop. Can't get in that one. Sure, there's a little door around the front, maybe. Yep, there we go. Nobody locks their doors around here. Have to crowbar into the back of the car, but don't have to crowbar in to get in someone's house or barn. Okay. Good start, can't hear any wolves. So there's a tool chest over there, I'm going to leave that there for the moment. Pretty dark. Okay. Newspaper, white stone. Okay. So we can create a fire. So, yep, that's cool. Check inside this vehicle. Air freshener. Disappointed that we can't take the air freshener. I want to smell pine fresh. Okie dokie. No back to that one. This is a pickup. Check upstairs. Okay, this is decent. Bandages. Anything good in here? Nope. Pry open this bad boy.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Ragged woolen ear wrap. It's fairly light, I'll take it for now. Woolen ski jacket, it's a heavier one. I'm quite weighed down already. I might leave that because we've got a decent amount of clothing back at the ranch. Don't really need running shoes, so leave them.
This stuff will come in handy.
We'll take that. Worn ski boots, well, they're powerful. Expensive mobility, but really, really warm. I imagine. Heavy though, really heavy. Might have to leave them. Okay. What else? Cardboard box, cardboard box. Big fish, little fish, cardboard box. Sorry, that was awful. Here we go. Can we get over here? Okay, so there's a workbench with some water, a book. Check out these drawers.
This will come in handy.
Let's hope so. So at some point soon we're really going to have a crack at crafting some stuff up. Hunting knife, that's cool. Ooh, food, more food. More food. Not quite sure why they've got dog food in this place, but not complaining at this stage. So yeah, that's about it by the looks of it.
Could end up being useful.
Could. So we got another little stash of stuff from this spot. Do we check out everywhere down here? What's that? Another pry bar. It's going to be heavy though, isn't it? That's the only problem. He's going to be getting somewhat weighed down. with all this stuff. It's the awkward position now we're in, where there are a lot of things like this that are really cool to take. Definitely useful. Ooh, flare shell. An emergency beacon from a distress pistol. So we now need to find a distress pistol. So yeah, not too bad. Not the best stash, but to be fair, there's a lot of bits in there that we already have, but they're definitely worth having backups of. Especially if we're in the position where we're kind of going to have that base and we kind of want to move off of that area a little bit. So I suppose probably want to sort of check out that barn. Doesn't appear to be a great deal more around this way. There is another bridge. Or is it over that way, I think? So that kind of gives us an indicator of where to go next. Ooh, deers, lots of deers. That's really useful to know. So potentially, if we can kind of bow and arrow some stuff, we can take out some deers. I don't know whether we want to waste the bullets on the deer. Oh, more good stuff. So there's crates there that we can break down for wood, but we can't really carry that at the minute. But yeah. They're worth knowing about. What can I see over there in the distance? Really wish I had some binos. I'm guessing that might be like another bridge.
Wait. I'm so cold.
I know.
Again.
Okay. We're cold, we're heavy. Let's eat some dog food, because that's going to get our calories up a bit and lighten our load slightly. See how that does us. So that sorted out our hunger a bit. We're still slightly thirsty, so if we have like a grape soda, that will top up our calories and our thirst a bit. Once again, lower our weight. And I think then we'll probably need to head back towards our home and drop off some stuff. So let's see where we're at. That's the barn and buildings. We're heading over that sort of direction.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
No, you're not. You're gonna be fine. So he's freezing and he's feeling quite tired. So that's where we're having issues at the minute. So we really do kind of need to get back so that we can relax. Did we have... We haven't got any caffeine-based things on us. Energy bar. I don't know whether that actually gives us energy as such. So we kind of really need to get back home. Or what I'm going to call home for now. And it might be quite cool to see if we can actually do any crafting with the bits that we have available to us. As a different element, something new to try out. So that's our path back home over that way, I think. It's becoming challenging for this guy. He's feeling really tired. He's cold. He's really heavily weighed down. We're putting him under a lot of pressure. But, you know, you got to work hard in order to survive. Hopefully we can just kind of hop this fence or something. Can we? Please say that we can get over this fence. It's going to be so annoying if we can't. We have to go that way. You'd think with our hatchet or any of those really awesome bits of gear that we've got that we'd be able to get past this fence. Oh, that's nasty. Okay, I'm starting to think we might need to kind of take shelter in that barn, because that's come down really heavy now. It's not nice at all. We're tired. It's really horrible. So yeah, I'm going to make our way back there. I think it's a much safer bet at this stage. I don't think we'll make it back to our farm in time. God, horrible weather, isn't it? I hate to be out in this. Thankfully here right now it's beautiful sunny skies, although it was raining horribly earlier. Went out to the shops and got completely soaked. Okay, it's getting... visibility's quite hard at the minute. The barn's got to be around here somewhere. I think it's slightly this way. Is that the path that the road sort of rode into the barn? Really challenging to see. Oh, that's not good. Why did this blizzard have to come now? If anyone can see the barn, shout up. Because we're going to pass out soon. I don't really want to have to pass out. This is not good. Trees, I don't remember trees. I feel like we're completely in the wrong spot. And this could be big trouble. Oh, dear. Can't see anything. There's a rock there, which, yeah, I don't really recall there being rocks around. I might have to try and start a fire. Fire. We've got Acceleron, which I think is probably going to be important because we really need this fire to work. We're using cedar wood. Let's go with that. Okay, so we got a fire going. That's a good start. We can add fuel. Keep us going for just around 2 hours. If I had a stick on as well, that's 2 hours and 6. So what I'm going to do is put down a roll mat. We'll get 2 hours sleep. Hopefully that's enough to kind of sort out a bit of our problems. Weather's still horrible, which kind of sucks. We're not quite as drained though anymore, so we can explore a bit further. And we can start running again. Yay! Okay, bales of hay, bales of hay. There, I think I just saw it. That's the first bit of the barn. There's the tractor over there. So, our big red barn should be over here somewhere. Unless it's a completely different barn building and a completely different tractor. Can I warm up inside of the tractor? Okay, so yeah, we haven't been in this tractor, so that means it's a different one, which is not so good. So it means that we're not where I thought we were. wonder whether this barn will actually count as like a shelter. That's got to be better than nothing, I would have thought.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, I know. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and start another fire. Out there. We still have more accelerant. Chance of success 8%, 40% without it, so yeah, kind of need it. Okay, let's add some more fuel. Don't really want to use those, we'll add stick again. Press the bedroll, get another 2 hours sleep. Unfortunately, it's going to be getting towards night soon, which is not so good. And this really isn't letting up. Did I just only get 1 hour's sleep then? I feel like I did. That's got another hour on it, so I might as well use it. Okay, so we've got 3 hours of daylight left, so we really need to find that barn soon. Pick that up. Get some food in us. Bit of drink. Okay, 20 minutes. Oops, we've got 20 minutes, so might as well melt some snow. As much as we can get. That's it, so that's that done. So we've got some unsafe water, but that kind of gets us into a good starting point. Right, so let's just let off a bit. Now where the hell are we? Tractor, road, 3 hours. That looks like a freaking bear. That's a freaking bear. Holy cow. Oh dear. Jesus, I'm glad we didn't meet him when it was really snowy. Oh dear, dear, dear. Please don't smell us. Okay, so we really need to find that barn before it goes proper dark. And we come face to face with a bear.
Place to rest.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it, mate. Let's see if we can get to the top of this hill. Hopefully that will give us a bit of view of where we're headed. Ah, there we go. Right. Oh, we have found safety. So remember, bear that way. Avoid said bear. Okay, so we just need to get around the other side of this building, then we can get inside and get some shut eye. Oh, stuck. Whew. That was tense. Okay, so this isn't going to be as comfortable as that bed that we had the night before, but you know, we don't have a massive amount of choice. So we're back. This feels like a nice place to call home. So let's drop our bedroll and get, what, let's say 10 hours sleep. We'll go with that. I mean, 10 hours is a good night's sleep. I wish I got 10 hours sleep most nights. So we've survived 6 days, 19 hours and 34 minutes. We are now thirsty. We can sort that out with a bit of that. Cool, so thirst quenched. I imagine we're probably going to be slightly hungry, but not too bad. Okay, so that gets that back up again. So we got a little bit of time to wait before morning. That's matches, I don't want matches. Flare. There we go, lantern. No fuel in lantern. Do we have any fuel on us? Don't know that we have. Let's try actions. Refuel. Oh, we do, cool. Okie dokie, so we can light that off. And we're away. So yeah, I think I'm fairly certain there was a little workbench upstairs, so if we have a look in that, see, you know, get an idea for what sort of things we need to do crafting. I mean, typically all the stuff that we'd actually want to craft with is probably back at our other little base. But it doesn't mean we can't have a look-see. So, fishing tackle, we've got some of the bits for that back at the dam, I think. Rabbit skin mitts, handcrafted mitts, they may make you clumsy, but they're very warm, kind of like wearing a rabbit on your hands. Well, we don't have a rabbit pelt, we've got the guts, but not the pelt. Deerskin boots, we could do that. 12.5 hours to create, blimey. Slow progress. Deerskin pants, we may be able to do that too. We don't have wolf pelt. We definitely don't have bear hide. Survival bow, okay, so cured maple sapling and cured gut in order to make a bow. Arrow shafts require cured birch sapling. Simple arrows require an arrow shaft, an arrowhead, and crow feather. Okay. So we need to look out for feathers. But I guess we've also got arrowheads on us somewhere. Well, arrows, which I guess broken ones you want to harvest for the arrowhead and the feather, yeah. So you can harvest those. Got a few of those. Only 1 hour of darkness left, then we can head back outside again. Okay, so they've done them. What else? Oh, there we go. That's the fishing tackle. So we've already sorted that out. Got several hatches now, so we want to be able to leave some of those behind at our main base. Proper arrows. Don't have the bow yet. Don't want tinder plugs, so we might as well leave them. Okay. Quality tools. So we can harvest quality tools for scrapware. Let's do that. We might as well get rid of some of the weight of it, because I imagine scrap metal's lighter than the quality tools, because there's going to be some waste. Okay, so we've got that, and I think it sounds like we might be hitting daylight now. We have to. No fuel in lantern. Oh, don't tell me I had the lantern sort of lit the whole time when we were doing stuff. That seems a bit silly. Okay, leaving the barn. So something we need to really look out for is lantern fuel. I don't think we had any of that at the farmhouse. There might have been some back at the dam, but I don't really want to have to go back that way right now. It's quite a long way to go, and we're going to waste a lot of resource doing that journey. Okay, so to get home, we need to get back to that little sort of gateway over there and wander over that side. Next time we can kind of come straight along this way, bypass this and head along further down that road, or we could just head out in the other direction completely, because we haven't checked out the other side of our farmhouse. Let's make our way back a bit. Because we've got a lot of stuff on us that we need to drop off, you see. Because it's like we're fueled up, we're feeling healthy, and we're weighed down. So yeah, we're not in a good spot with that. Just keep an eye behind me, just in case that bear's moved its way around at all. It's a shame none of these cars actually work. You know, I mean, it's like, who would have thought that maybe one of them would still have a bit of fuel in it or something. But yeah, there you go. No electricity, no fuel for the cars, flat batteries, all that. There's a little hole in the fence there, typical. Could have used that last night, although we would have still been in a pretty awful position, I think, heading back to the farmhouse along this route, and we just would not have been able to see anything. Maybe this guy needs to work on his fitness. Okay.
Can't feel my hands.
Can't you? Looks like there's another deer over there, so this could be a good hunt. Ooh. Hello. Hello, Poppet. I see in the distance a little something something. Oh, is it a dead barn? Well, that's kind of disappointing. Please no bears, please no bears. Hopefully there's something in it. Corpse? Oh yes. Is it kind of bad that I love the sight of a corpse right now? Might as well take it. We're on our way back. What's that? Bullets. Yay, 13. That's decent firewood. So we'll take that. Ooh, rose hips. Okay, so not too bad in the end. Oh, just check out this last little pocket just in case. Can we? No, we can't get through there anyway. So there you go. Well, it was a little something extra. That waterfall over there looks kind of funky. Sort of frozen but running at the same time. I feel like shooting deers is going to be something of a challenge. These sort of games don't necessarily have the best sort of first-person shootery element to them, so yeah, accuracy can be quite challenging. I mean, he may have a massive hitbox and he might be alright, but I have my doubts. But at some point we will fire off that rifle. The HeartBreak bridge. So what I'm thinking for the next episode is when we start off, we're going to start off from this farm again. But what I'll do is I'll run along this road and I'll get us kind of to where we were before, but I'll do it in super speed so that you don't kind of have to wait watching me kind of do this little walk every time. So we'll be able to get there, then we can kind of explore a bit further, and move on from there. I mean, hopefully we'll find somewhere else decent and we can kind of set up another kind of base, and then possibly sort of kind of move things in between the two until we're at a point where we can kind of keep progressing on, exploring other different areas, and finding new stuff. Yeah. So I mean, we've touched on a couple of the areas. With the mysterious lake, we've done the dam bit, and we're now in the Pleasant Valley. But I think there's the coastal highway as well, and a couple of other maps to explore still. So, and I mean, even these particular ones we haven't done fully. We've only done partially so far. Yeah, so we're nearly back home. Today's going to be a nice chilled day for him. Drop off some of our stuff, and maybe kind of break down some of the bits in the house. So there's lots of little bits around, like the little crates and stuff like that, things which are going to be firewood essentially. So if we can break some of those down, we can build up some firewood, and then we're kind of in a strong position going forwards. We've got that water that we probably need to cook up so that we can kind of purify that as well. Ooh. Interesting, we did not come in this way before. I just thought it was going to be another front door. But little bonus. Boom. And we're back home. So, sounds like we are soaking wet, or something's leaking. I think we're a little bit wet, but not too bad. Okay, so what we got in our stash? So we picked up some more food, well, lots of drink anyway. I've still got a stash down here which I haven't actually kind of picked up and sorted out yet, so we just dropped some of those down with all that. I'm just going to keep a few tiny bits on me because we going to need things potentially. So they're down there. I'll organise those a bit later on. So we got some medicine. So we got a second emergency stim. So we might as well sort of leave that over here. No point in us carrying two on us. Painkillers. Load more painkillers. Just going to drop those off. Clothing. I think we picked up a couple of bits of clothing. So we've got our clothing wardrobe. Was this one, I think? Yep, so in here we can transfer over some clothing bits that we're not wearing. So is the ragged wool thingy, that coat. I think that's about it clothes wise. Let's see, so we got that. What else? So I think we picked up another one of those gun cleaning kits. Yeah, I think we got a couple more of those, which we can drop off, and another sewing kit. Materials wise, we've got a load more materials, so I'll put these over there for the moment. So that's it. Crafting. So cloth, got crow feathers and metal. So as I kind of said before, at some point what I'll do is in an offline video I'll sort all this stuff out a bit, and then I'll show you around where we're kind of keeping it. So that's all that sort of stash of stuff. We've also got spare hatchets and spare knives and spare pry bars. So we've got a stash of spares of those there. More materials, stuff and things. Food and drink, clothes. What do we have? I felt like I put something in here, but I can't remember what it was. So maybe we didn't. Right. Okay. So what we're saying is that we could work on breaking down things. So yeah. We can. We're quite low on calories for doing that, so I might have to eat a few bits first. So I'll have some dog food, just like that. And some peaches, just like that. And then what we'll do is we're going to break down this bench. So it's going to give us more cloth, more wood, tinder plugs. I'm getting tired, getting thirsty, but we've got a load of supplies on us. Wood we'll drop over here for now. So we can get rid of 4 of those. Got that tinder plug. We've got a lot of newspaper now, so I'll drop 3 of those.
I could use a drink.
I know. Do you one in a second? 3 of those. We probably don't need to carry all those matches with us. There's quite a lot. We'll drop all that 20. We'll drop all that 20. And we'll keep those on us. So that's not too bad. We don't need all these matches either. So we've got a load more matches once again. So that's probably a decent drop for that sort of stuff. Clothing we've sorted already. We're wearing everything else. Kind of got rid of most of our dupes there. Got a dupe can opener which I'll kind of put over in this.
Rest soon.
Okay. We'll drop the dupe can over in this sort of area. The arrowheads need to go over here because it's crafting materials. And whetstone. Whetstones. What do you sort of whetstone? We'll stick that with this stuff because it's kind of associated with sharpening blades and things like that. So yeah, I think that's kind of about it. Arrows. Can't use arrows at the minute, so might as well drop these with these tools until we can use them. Yeah, so I'm going to call that there. I'm just going to come over here and grab ourselves a tin of pop. Should have just drank that from that exact menu, but it doesn't matter. So we do that, sort out some of our thirst. Not quite as peckish either. Might have I think we've got a bottle of water. Yeah, so we'll take a bottle of water, finish off our thirst. Yeah, and we'll leave it at that. So in this episode, we didn't get too far, but we did find another barn where there were a few bits and pieces. We've managed to increase our stash of tools. We've done a bit of destruction and kind of got a little stash of wood, so that we're good to go with some fires. And for next episode, I'm going to sort out all these bits. I'm going to stack them up, so they all look nice. And atom fuel. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Next episode we'll do super speedy mode to start with to get us out to the other area, and then we'll do some exploration over there. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed that, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to watch some more, check me out on Twitter, and look out for our other videos. We'll see you soon.